Hi everyone, so it's Nicola here. Okay, so today I wanted to do a video. I'm a massive fan of YouTube. I spend most of my time watching it. I lead a sad life really. But I've noticed quite a few beauty YouTubers do something which they call Project Pan. They try and pan so many items within the year. Now, I don't really need to pan anything because I've only just started with my makeup collection. It's less than a year old. Most of it is less than 3 months old because it's only really since sort of December time that I really started to get into my makeup. But there are one or two or maybe 5 items that are from earlier last year because of buying in for my wedding. So I haven't got anything that I really want to like project pan, but I wanted to do something similar. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do a use it or lose it project, and these are basically items that are not getting as much love as they should do because I'm playing with my newer items, products in my collection, or they're shades or colours that I don't generally tend to veer towards on a regular basis, or they're simply things that I just want to use up and not waste and have sat up taking valuable space in my very small vanity table. So which isn't actually a vanity table, it's more like a writing desk, so it doesn't really have a lot of storage space. So I don't want products in that space that I'm not using. If I can use that up and then put something in that I would generally use more often. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a use it or lose it. So if I can do this without throwing everything on the floor, that would be a goddamn miracle. So I'm so clumsy. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the first thing that actually convinced me to do this little project of use it or lose it. I'll be doing an empties video coming up soon, and the packaging for this little fella was in there, and it's a taupe sort of a taupe sort of brown nudie sort of eyeshadow. It's a really nice colour. See if I can swatch it for you. So it's a really nice colour. I'm not sure how much of that you're picking up, but it's a really nice base colour for your eyeshadow. So it's a really nice sort of like transitional colour. So as you can see, there's quite a dent in this already. I was able to like take this out of the broken packaging. I now need like one of those Z palettes or something like that to store this in, so it doesn't get ruined. It's currently in one of my makeup drawers. I use this as the transitional colour, the base colour on my eyes. I also use this in my eyebrows. I know it sounds weird, but this colour makes my eyebrows look more natural, just more defined. So I really like this actually. So this was the starter item for my use it or lose it project. So I am trying to use up all of that, or at least to hit pan on it. So that is the first item. The next item is this Benefit Benetint lip stain. I say lip stain because I tried it on my cheek. It doesn't work as a cheek stain. It just goes everywhere, and you look like you've been attacked by Vlad the Drac. So it literally is a vial of blood, basically fake blood. I'm trying to use this all up. As you can see, I've got down to here. So basically what I'm doing with this is on a night time, when I've taken all my makeup off, I'll put a little bit of this on my lips, and it'll give my lips a bit of colour like on the evening. So when I'm got no makeup on, I still look like I've got really nice pink lips. So that's on my use it or lose it. The next item I've got is a lipstick. Now this is the All About the Pout lipstick from the Pound Shop. Yes, I did. I bought a lipstick from the Pound Shop. This is in the colour Raspberry Smoothie. See if I can do a swatch of this. It's a really nice pink colour, in all honesty. I don't wear pinks very often, and it has absolutely no staying power on my lips at all. It just goes as soon as I drink a cup of tea or kiss my husband, or it has absolutely no staying power because it's from Poundland. I mean, what can we expect? It's not going to be the greatest product in the world. But I don't like waste. I don't like just throwing products out because I'm not using it. I do want to try and use it up. You don't get too much product in these things anyway, so I can see myself, if I make an effort, which is why it's in my use it or lose it project, if I make an effort to wear this on a more regular basis, then hopefully it should be gone by the end of the year. The whole point of my use it or lose it. Okay, the next item, this item is probably one that you may recognise. It's the Blush Nudes palette from Maybelline. I bought this for my wedding. So as you can see, I'm making a massive dent in this colour here, quite a dent in this one, and quite a dent in this one. And then I've used a little bit of this, and then I've used a little bit of some of these other colours here, but this one is the one that I'm really making a dent into, and this one. This is what I've got on my eyes today, not that you can see because I've got my glasses on, but I bought this palette because I needed an eyeshadow palette for my wedding. These were very pretty colours, quite natural, sort of pinky girly colours. I was so new to makeup back then. Before my wedding, I wore makeup maybe on Christmas Day, possibly on my birthday, but very rarely in between. Twice a year was my limit back then. So this was quite a big thing for me to buy an eyeshadow palette. On the back it has quite good helpful hints on how to use the colours. So whether you want a 4-colour eye, a 3-colour eye, or a duo eye, so that really helps me. As a beginner, that was amazing to me, and that's probably the reason why I picked this palette up, because it had those instructions on the back. It told me literally how to apply it, and when you're new to makeup, you really do need a 4 Dummies makeup kit. And this was it. So this is what I bought, but it is the oldest palette in my collection. I do have quite a lot of pretty palettes now, thanks to Makeup Revolution more than anything. So this is the case of doesn't get used as much because I've got other things I want to play with. So yes, I put this in my use it or lose it, not because I intend to throw it out, but because just don't want it to get lost in between all the other pretty eyeshadow palettes that I have. The next thing is a skincare item. This is the Nivea cream. I've been using this. You can see it's quite well used, making a dent in it. I used to use the Nivea Rich Moisturizing Night Cream every night on my face, and it's a really thick cream, but my face kind of needs that. It needs that moisture to drink overnight because it does get really dry. So I've actually finished that, so that will be in an empties video later on in the month. I do have an empties video to put up soon rather than later, but the Nivea night cream will be in a later one. So I'm trying to use this on an evening for my night moisturizer because it is quite thick, it is quite rich, and my skin needs it. So I've got that. The last three items are nail varnishes. I have the Rimmel London Clear nail varnish. As you can see, it's don't know if you can let me get this right. I don't know how much you can see, but I've got to about here on this one. It's starting to look a bit, well, muggy. It's not so clear anymore, so it really does need using up. So I'm using this as my top coat, my base coat, just trying to get this used up as quickly as possible. I then have this Miss Beauty nail polish in bronze. This is actually a really beautiful colour, It's a bronze colour with gold glitters in it, or gold shimmers in it, but it's also got like a back colour of purple. So you can see, when you look through the bottle, you can see that purple that's in there. It's really, really beautiful on the nails, really gorgeous. I've got about there, so I'm about halfway through this bottle. This is in because I've had this for quite some time. I don't tend to use it because I don't like the brush on it. The brush is really, really thin and horrible. I just don't like the brush. It's the brush that lets this one down. So thin, so horrible, and takes me forever, and it can make the formula go on quite streaky if you're not careful. But once you get the colour, just, you know, get it on perfectly, it is a beautiful, beautiful colour. So this is in my use it or lose it, just simply because I just want to get rid of it, really, because although it is a beautiful colour, it's such a pain to apply. The other thing in my use it or lose it is this Miss Sporty nail varnish colour. Now, I saw in Superdrug they still have this colour available in the Miss Sporty brand. It still doesn't have a name or even a number to identify it with, which Miss Sporty really needs to get on board of the fact that we like our products to have names so that we can refer to them to each other. You know, I could say to you, oh yeah, this bluey grey from Miss Sporty is really, really nice, but without a name, there's nothing for you to then go and identify that product in your local Superdrug other than, oh, it looks a bit like this. So this is in my use it or lose it simply because it annoys the crap out of me. I've got, again, about half of this used up. You can't see because the whole bottle's coated, but half of this is used up. This has a beautiful brush. The brush on this is really thick, and it applies beautifully. The consistency is a little thin, so you really do have to do at least 2 to 3 coats. Oh, pardon me. I wouldn't say the claims long colour, lasting colour maxi brush up to 10 days wear. I wouldn't say it wears for 10 days. That is definite. even with your base coat and your top coat on top. This does not last 10 days. That is an utter lie. It's a nice colour, but I have other colours that are like this that I tend to veer towards more. So these are my two nail polish colours that I'm trying to use up. So you'll probably see them on my nails in quite a few upcoming videos. At the moment, I've got nothing on my nails. I do intend to paint them in a moment, but I'm deciding what colour to do them. I've been wearing those two colours for about 3 weeks now, and I am getting a little bored of them. So I might just give myself a treat of a different colour today. But yeah, those are all my products in my use it or lose it. So I'm not trying to pan these products. What I'm trying to do is use them up completely, or at least make a visible effort to try and use them. The only thing I think I won't use up completely is the Maybelline palette, and that's because obviously palettes do tend to last an awfully long time, but I do want to give this a little more love than what it's been receiving so far. So all the other products I want to use up completely so that I can put them in my empties and then throw them away. This I know this will probably last me the whole year before I can say that I've panned that palette. I'm not going to throw this away at the end of the year if I haven't used it, but the other products, if I haven't used them up by Christmas this year, I will throw them away, because if I haven't used them up by Christmas, when I'm making a valid effort to try to use them up, then obviously I'm just not going to use them. So yeah, that is my use it or lose it project. I hope you enjoyed that. If there are any products that you are trying to use it or lose it, let me know in the comment section below. If you do a use it or lose it tag video, then please tag me in the video as well, so I can come and have a look and see what you're trying to use up, and trying to reuse in your stash. So I know a lot of people's makeup collections are a lot bigger than mine, so maybe you have more to choose from, but yeah, let me know, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.